All right, so, when we talk about the stock market, right, you can, the sort of debate is through what they call price discovery. And it could be a long process, but it's a lot longer in the world of politics. And I want to bring in District Media Group President Beverly Hallberg. And Beverly, I want to start with your real-time assessment of this debt ceiling situation. And let's go by and maybe grade some of the key players and I'll start with this. This is a headline from a couple of days ago. The debt ceiling drama, it's all stagecraft. It's all stagecraft. And below here, they had a picture of Janet Yellen. How's she handling the communications part of this so far?
Well, when you have an outlet like this that is publishing a very poor, unflattering picture of Janet Yellen, I think it says what they really think about her. But I really think what you have going on is you have Janet Yellen, you have President Biden realizing they need some kind of economic win. President Biden's numbers have not been good. And so I think he wants to show that he came out victorious in this. We know, everybody pretty much knows, we're going to get some type of negotiation. The debt ceiling will go up. And so I think he's going to take that victory lap, even though I don't think many of us think there's much negotiation going on behind the scenes that President Biden himself is doing. He's using a lot of proxies, but he's going to take the victory lap. The real question is what happens with the budget later this year.
Well, what about Speaker McCarthy? He was on earlier today. I thought he handled himself very well. And nobody did. I thought that was pretty slick, talking about how intense this is. He brought up the fact it took him 15 votes to get the job as Speaker. So he turned that negative into a positive to burnish his bona fides, if you will. How's he handling this so far?
I think he's handling it really well, and part of that is his messaging. One of the things that he's been consistently saying throughout this, he said, if you want the debt ceiling to go up, show me where you want to spend less. So he is making this all about spending. One thing that Americans know is that we have been here before. You were even talking about that at the beginning of your program. We have had these debt ceiling debacles. They always get passed. Things move on. The real question is, why are we hitting these debt ceilings over and over? McCarthy continues to make it about the budget and spending. And is he going to get President Biden to start cutting? That's what we're going to be looking at. I think that's really where we see who is victorious in all of this.
Let's talk about the big event tonight. Ron DeSantis makes it official. He's going to have a conversation on Twitter. And you say that actually makes him the winner of the week.
I think so. This is huge for him. So there are a variety of factors with this, but one, I think it's very strategic that he's using Twitter. One reason is that Twitter is a place that Donald Trump isn't using because he has another little company called Truth Social. So he's trying to promote more on that. But also, this is a sit-down conversation with somebody that conservatives love right now, and that is Elon Musk. Somebody who's been a defender of free speech, has taken over Twitter. So I think this is very smart for DeSantis to have Elon Musk beside him to take questions as he's going to take throughout this. I think it's a great way for him to say, hey, I am the new face for the Republican Party.
I don't disagree with the platform, although I don't like the idea of David Sachs being in the middle. I'd just like to hear these two guys talk.
Sure.
Real quick before I let you go, some are actually saying now Elon Musk is sort of the king of conservative media, and that Twitter, which, by the way, I mentioned earlier as part of the Fed's new sentiment poll, they're using tweets to gauge sentiment. Has Twitter really now come back? Does it have its groove back?
I think it does. And look, even Elon Musk has said himself about a month or two ago that Twitter is worth about half of what he purchased it for, but he plans to innovate, to make it new. We know Tucker Carlson is going to start his show on Twitter. You now have a major candidate announcing. So I think he's looking at different ways to utilize Twitter from just the traditional way it's been used before. I think he's innovating, and if we look at his past, I think he's going to be successful.
Yeah, it's hard to bet against it. Beverly, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Charles.